Probably should get everything working first before I start putting panels on. That'll maybe be the last step, but sometimes I like to jump the gun. So, I was gonna solder these ESC, and I ended up getting these barrel crimps, which you could probably also oversize for this wire and solder in. I decided to give it a crimp. If you have barrel crimpers, the size is very close to what I needed it for, and it doesn't look like it's pulling out very at all, which is what we need. So I just had to strip this back a little bit more right there, and yeah, so definitely having these helps. I don't have to do any crazy soldering, because I did pick up either these guys, T-plugs, and then you could just barrel crimp them with that, or depending on what battery I get, then I gotta make my own leads and go to one of these what is these, XT60s, I think these are? Yeah, XT60s. So but yeah, that's what I was figuring on. And I got regular T-plugs too to make and solder, but the ones that already have the tails could be easier to use for people that don't solder or have a soldering gun. So that's what I'm doing with this. And then let's see here. Let's zoom out here. Now this guy, I got this all painted and put in here. That's why I'm doing this today here on New Year's Day. Right here. Get a little adjusted. So I got this all laid in here, like such. If you can see that. This is all painted. And it's not picture perfect. I'm not going for a prize here. I'm just trying to make this look nice and enjoy the rig. But yeah, it's coming along good. Got all the wires routed up to here. I got the wires routed from the back lights up front. Still looking into modules up here to sit. And then I'm going to have two batteries, one to drive the motor and the ESC and all that fun stuff and the steering, and then the other one's going to be strictly for the lights. At least that's what I'm going for. I just got to figure out how I'm going to all fit it in here. So just wanted to give that a little bit of an update and bore you with all the specifics, but that's pretty much that. So I definitely got to get back to doing this ESC here, and then I'm going to put some double-sided tape on the bottom of this, 3M, and then I'm going to mount it and get everything wired for that, and that way it's ready to go. My batteries should be here on Friday, and we'll go from there. And another little surprise coming on Friday too for the collection, and I guess for the channel, for anyone that's following. Alright, I'll just have to do a little of this. Sprinkle a little of that on there, like that. Sprinkle all of that on there, like that. So I'm really just extending these bullets. Gonna see how this works. Give it a little soldering and go from there. Gotta figure out how I'm gonna put this all together. let's see how I can do this here. So you want to heat up this. Let's turn on our air. Charcoal area here. See if I can do this without melting this. It's been a while since I soldered, but it's fun to solder. Not too bad. I didn't melt the plastic this time, like years ago when I tried. I mean, it's not perfectly good, but it's good enough. What's on there? It's on there. Let this cool down for a second. I'm gonna do this one. Turn that on. Just clean your tip. Got it. Not melting too much. So if I throw this on there, like that, you won't even see it. But it would be nice to it's on there. So it would be cool to throw I don't know what size that is. Maybe bigger than that. Blue? Blues fit on there? And blues would fit on there. Cool to heat shrink that. I don't think we need. I think we need that much. Let's cut this bad boy in half. Just like that. Come on. Come on. That's what I want. Just like that. I'm gonna do this. There we go. That's a XT60 female end. Battery should be coming with a male end. But yeah, you want to try and get it so you don't get a little black schmutz on there. But you know, hey, what are you gonna do? Alright, even these bad boys up. Like such. Now, the only thing is, I was going to crimp these, but now this gauge is just a tad bit smaller. And it's not a problem, but I'm definitely going to have to solder these in. So, do that. Strip this first. Gonna be like such. Move that around a little bit so you can see a little bit better. Probably be better overhead, but alright, so before I do that, I do want to put these on. These are a little too long. Skizzers. forget. Slide that on there. Slide that one on there. And then I'm going to do one that's together. It's not technical. Slide those over. Like that. And then of course the other one got stuck in there. Alright, so now let's do all that. Let's get a little Eon flux going on over here.
Hey!
All down there, like that. And down there, like that. Okay. Alright, let's see how this works. See how we do this.
Oops!
I don't know if I'm going to be able to melt this on the outside of the barrel. I have to change this tip, get a hotter tip. Alright, I'll be back. Alright, so I fixed the other one. I had to get a thinner tip on the end of my piece there. So it came out pretty good. It's in there, it's not coming out. I mean, I don't do this every day, so I'm sure there's a little gunk in areas that it probably shouldn't be. Could always clean it up with a little file, which I do have. So now I'm just gonna do this one and see how that turns out. So there's my longer tip. What am I doing there? Got a nice long tip on it. See how I do this. Filling up the solder. that. Gotta kind of seize the moment there. Oh yeah, there we go. I didn't expect to do all this today. There we go. This one a little bit better here. Alright, I got a couple more minutes on this battery, but there it is. So I made an extension, that way it wasn't too short. I hate trying to dig in these little 110 crawlers and have to get that battery on there. Again, I'm going to file this up before I heat shrink it, let it cool down a little bit, and then heat shrink it, and then that'll be it. Then we just have to wait for the battery. Alright, we're cleaned up. That's all done. So I'd like to file these up a little bit. It looks a little bit more clean. Let's see here. I think this one. Good. Good enough at least. Flat on that one, guys. That way when you heat shrink, there's no spikes sticking out. And it looks like you actually did something. And that looks like that. Alright. Slide those over that. Just like that. It would be nice to let's see how I want to do that. Alright. Got those. I was going to slip that big bad boy over that. And that is how you do that. I think that turned out pretty well. Alright, let that cool down. everything cleaned up. Gonna mount this ESC. A little rubbing alcohol here. A little isopropyl. Clean the bottom of that. 3M double-sided. Ooh. Oh, double-sided goodness right here. Ooh, moving this all over the fucking place. Now, I'm hoping that this paint doesn't affect it too much. I'll go down through there. It's pretty damn sticky, I tell you that. Alright, I'm thinking, like right here. Ooh. See if I can push down on that without breaking everything. Ooh, I feel like it's on there. It's on there, baby bubbas. Alright. So there's that. For that. This. Go down there. Now, I could have made these go directly underneath this in the metal up here. I didn't think that far. I didn't really care. Huh? But it's not a big deal. I think it would have looked super sweet. Let's see if I can get these things in. Ooh, that's a pain in the butt. Got that all mounted. All my cables are in there. I only have a 4-channel Fataba going in there, so I'm gonna have to figure something out. I might have to run the ESC fan off of the lighting battery. That way I can get my rear stair on a separate channel and my dig is on a separate channel. Now, I could not use the dig and then just put the rear stair in there. So I'm going to play around with some options and see what to do. But for right now, that's what it looks like. I guess I gotta put a couple panels on in the next video, and the windscreen that I cut out. Got this windscreen going in. So we'll see what that looks like. Probably should get everything working first before I start putting panels on. That'll maybe be the last step. But sometimes I like to jump the gun. So that's pretty much it. That's what I've been doing for all those other videos leading up to this. And I don't know, stay tuned. Let's see what else I can get on this. Oh yeah, and this came out pretty good too. This came out pretty good too, so I'm satisfied with that. You gotta take your time when it comes to soldering. So, alright, stay tuned.